Good evening, welcome to the Flight Sim channel. Hope you're all well, and today we're going to be answering questions from dedicated viewers, subscribers and people on my Facebook page and whoever. So I shall just wait for some questions now, and I'll load some from the Flight Sim channel Facebook page. If you haven't liked it, make sure you do, because there's some really quality stuff on there. So our first one is from a Belgian viewer called David Hybrex. Welcome, sir. Thanks for watching. And he asks, how old are you? I'm 20 years old. Yeah, that's kind of a bit early. So we'll just wait for some questions, and I'll just tell everyone that I am live. Apologies about the connection, by the way. I don't really have good connection here, but we shall soldier on. If you have any questions on YouTube as well, just make sure you ask them, and I'll load the comment section up actually on my second phone, so just give me a sec for that. Okay, that should do it. Cool. Okay, so we have a second viewer who's asked, where do I study? I study at L3 Aviation Academy. I'm not going to say where I am just for privacy reasons, but yeah, I'm studying there at the moment, doing the whitetail route. So yeah, it's pretty going not too bad. It's pretty well. So yeah, it's quite good fun. Pretty tough though. A lot of hard work and a lot of studying involved, but you know, it's not going too bad. It's pretty good there. Okay, so if you want to go on my Facebook page, it's facebook.com/flightsimchannel. Feel free to ask some questions on there as well. Like I say, I'll answer them as well as YouTube and other sources. Cool. So, okay, I'll just wait for some questions now. If you've got any, just make sure you ask them, and I'll happily answer them. So I'll load up the again the YouTube bar. Thanks for the thumbs up, and we got a watcher, another one as well. I'm just gonna load up the YouTube bar just so I can see who's commenting and watching. Cool. Hi, Jake. Hey mate, yeah, good to see you, man. How are you? Nice to have you on board for the Q&A. So if you have any questions, mate, just let me know and I shall answer them for you, sir. Hi Mark, long time fan, just wondering, what's the thing you most enjoy about ground school? Good question from Daniel Wade. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, mate. It's a good question. Ground school. It's a very good question. I mean, I enjoy the challenge. It's pretty tough, you know. Just done module 1. If you know what that is, that's broken down into 3 modules with L3. So we've done 4 subjects, and the thing I enjoy most probably, it's hard to say. It's hard work, you know, but you enjoy it. There's a lot of elements that I enjoy. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I can't really answer that question really because there's kind of so many variables of what I enjoy most, but. You know, I'm on board with a course, you know, it's pretty good fun, and they like to help each other out, so yeah. Adam Warrington, welcome sir. Jake Meakin, Quinton Naresh Sharps. Nice to be on board, Quinton. My favourite airplane, I'd probably say one with canards, because I think canards are really good. There's a chap I read in the news called Renaud Schlosser, and he said canards are bad, but I'd like to disagree with that comment. Yeah, so yeah, I'd go with probably the Typhoon. It's got canards, so it's brilliant. You killed my name, but it's okay. Sorry about Quentin and Champs. Who else is there? Yes, Canards, Daniel Wade. Glad you agree, sir. J. Adam Warrington, how do you write about career going Heat and FC? Yeah, good. Obviously, being here, I can't really play for them, but it's going. It was pretty good. Good team. Getting loads of more questions from the Facebook page. I think I have one or two more. Canada Geeses. Adam Warrington, yeah, don't worry, mate. I shall be home soon, John. Okay, let's see what we've got. How did I choose my flight school? It's a good question. I went down to two events in London and Leeds, where flight schools were on display. So you had stuff like CTC were there, Oxford were there, I think Jerez were there. But I was always impressed with CTC, how they were and stuff, and I always regarded them as the best flight school. So I originally applied for the Generation EasyJet scheme, but was unsuccessful. So I reapplied for the Whitetail route with L3, formerly CTC Aviation. So yeah, I'm on the Whitetail route at the moment, and they're good. They're a good school, and I'd recommend if you're going the commercial way to look at CTC. Adam Warrington, I've got OASC end of the month. RAF, I take it. Adam, is that for RAF? Yeah. Yeah, I've never done it personally. I can only speak with my experience with the Air Cadets. Even told to be. Yeah, I mean, the best thing I always do is to be confident and just be yourself. They don't like a fake individual. I'd just go there, feeling positive about it, because there's no point having any negativity. Don't put off by anyone else. Just be yourself and just attack it. Just show them that you want this more than everyone else. Because going through my assessment, I just wanted to, show how determined I was to be a pilot, and to show how much aviation is, what it means to me, and how much I want a career in aviation. Daniel Wade, favourite band? Good question. I'd probably say Tame Impala, maybe. Maybe, I don't know, really. Fan of Drake. Tame Impala, I'd say, probably favourite band. Quentin Rachamps, any girls on my course? Yes, there are two, sir. Three, actually, sorry. I think there's, 19, 18 people on the course, so, three girls on the course. Tame Impala, Bastille are cool. Adam, they're pretty good. Pretty decent Bastille. Like I say, guys, if you want to go on the, I said three girls. Quentin Rachamps with the laughing emoji there, decent. Like I say, guys, I'm ready for some more aviation questions, or even if you have anything flight sim related. This is the flight sim channel, obviously, so just let me know, and I shall answer your questions. I shall wait for some. Have a sip of water. Me and Ads have to go buy you Hal, from Jake Meakin. I'm not sure what that means, Jake, but if that means something to you, maybe you could translate that to to a bit more understandable for me. I'm not sure what you're getting at there. What's your favourite FSX add-on, from Daniel Wade? It's a good question. For me, probably I'd say top three. Three really good add-ons are the Majestic Dash 8, that was really good. FSX Extended Edition, that was I'd probably say that's my favourite add-on, it's really good. And I'll also go for Wilco 737 Classic Series. Yeah, I'd probably choose the Airbus. Definitely a very realistic add-on, like the Majestic and the Wilco, but I think it just pushes it in terms of what I look for in an add-on. You know, it's good practice, especially has helped me with some of the theory of ground school. So yeah, in terms of general aviation, I'd probably go for the A2A Piper Cub. Maybe, yeah, A2A Piper Cub. Yeah, so that's my favourite add-ons, I'd say. Another one from Quinton. I'd like to see landing takeoff. Is that? I didn't quite get that. Something 200 knot wind. Is that correct? Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm in Coventry at the moment, so I'm away from home. So I can't really go on flight sim or whatever. But I shall, when I'm home, I shall be making some high quality flight sim videos for my viewers. What are the three errors common to all traditional mechanical pressure instruments? It's a good question. Some of them asked pretty much every day, Quinton. We break it down into three. So it's instrument, maneuver, position. So yeah, break it down to imp. So obviously, instrument could be a mechanical issue from the manufacturer. We've just been studying that actually in ground school, Quinton. Quite interesting subject. I'm a big fan of instruments. Owen, decent. Owen, welcome to the chat, my friend. I hope you're well. Daniel Wade, yes, imp. Yes, sir. That is correct. Like I say, guys, I'm going to answer some from the Facebook message now. I think I have another one or two. Let's just load this. Circular runway. What do you mean by that? Do you want to see more videos on circular runway? I mean, you know, I've kind of gone through and I've done the Antonov An 225 video landing on, takeoff. I've done an Airbus crosswind and an Airbus landing and takeoff. So yeah, I mean, if you can have a look at my flight sim channel for more videos on that. I think when I go home, I'm going to do some videos for my course mates. You know, some advanced instruments. You know, looking at FMCs and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on. Owen, you should be giving your ATPL right now. I wish. Yeah, I'm. I'd rather hope. You know. I'd like to, but isn't that easy, is it, my friend? Dan Wade, could you repeat your comment, please? I didn't quite get that. Sorry about that. What are you most looking forward to being a pilot? Well, obviously, I'd like to get through ground school on the flying side, and I'd as a pilot, I'd love to get command and, you know, maybe push on to become a training captain, whatever. I'd love to do some sim work. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a, you have to be very dedicated to the career. It's quite a difficult one to get towards, and, you know, it's kind of pushing me, you know. It's quite a testing course, and quite a testing course for me, you know, but I'm trying to push on, and hopefully it all works out well. Who have we got now? Henry Quinn, that is not decent. Okay, not decent, fair enough. If you don't, you know, not a fan of these videos, then fair enough, mate. I appreciate that. You know, it's your opinion. Most looking forward to about the job. Best part of being a pilot. For me, I don't know. It's a difficult one. There's so many things that you know that make pilots so appealing. It's for me. It's been a dream since the age of 5. So you know, it's something I always wanted to do, and it's something I'm very interested in doing and wanting to achieve. So I'm very motivated. I'm very motivated to achieve this, and I just want to have a successful career, and hopefully all goes well. GNAV. Quinton Rashomp, sorry about that, my friend. Could you repeat that? Sorry, it's loading one by one, and when a few pop up, it's quite hard to get them all, sir. So if you could just repeat that for me, that'd be great. So to further answer your question about why I want to become a pilot, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of that feeling that's unique to those who want to become pilots. It's quite hard to explain. Why do you keep... not sure, Owen. It's a difficult one, my friend, to answer. Quinton, you're doing your CTC aptitude test soon. Just be yourself, you know, just go in there with a positive attitude, keep on, you know, smiling. They look for positivity, look for cadets who are, you know, able, confident, because they're looking at people they want for the future. So I wish you the best of luck. Because he can Owen, may the... Smite you. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're getting at there, my friend, but it's good to see you guys interacting with each other in the group. It's great to see. Yes, Owen. Interesting, my friend. So yeah, any more questions? And I will be very happy to answer them. Yeah, I'll just wait for some more now, and like I say, guys, if you've got any more, just feel free to ask me, and I shall answer them to the best of my ability. Favourite TKI? I don't answer that, Owen, just for privacy reasons. You know, I'm very respectful of my training organisation, so yeah, I'm not going to answer that, afraid. What's your what hair products do you use? I use Got to Be Glued. Yeah, it is what it is. Not great, but it looks even worse when it's flat. What's your favourite flight sim video you've made? That's a good question. I'd say, I think some of my older ones, the home cockpit ones, I really enjoyed to do back in the day. They were pretty good. Yeah, they were good fun. Yeah, I'd say the home cockpit ones. If you go on my channel, if you go down, you'll see them. Molly Chambers 7896, welcome to the video. Very nice to have you on board, my friend. What is the optimum centre of gravity to minimise fuel consumption? Good question, Will. From my knowledge and what I've been taught, it's if you have a more aft CFG, obviously there's less weight on the wings, less lift required, so if you have a further aft CFG, it should minimise your fuel costs, and obviously there are implications putting it back too far, but like I say, airlines, they like to dictate their own CFG limits, but from what I've been told, it's as aft as possible in most aviation scenarios. What do flaps do to V speeds? Henry Quinn, they reduce them all. So if you had more flaps, then your V1 would be slower, your rotation speed VR would be slower. Yeah, they'd all reduce. That's just going off knowledge from what I've been taught. Owen, yeah. Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah. So any more? I'm just going to check how much battery I've got actually. I was doing it to end. Okay, cool. So any more questions? Any I've missed? Just let me know. The coefficient of yeah from Owen. Not sure. I don't know what you mean by that. Like I say, guys, if you want to do a meetup as well, I'll happily do that. So that's good. Quinton, does your cam have a red filter? That's a good one, my friend. It's pretty warm in here actually. It's quite It's quite, the light isn't great, so my face weather's red than it is, and it is quite, I'm quite red faced, so it probably isn't picking up my great features. So yeah, no red cam, just lighting. I'm afraid. Will Ludlow meet and greet? Yeah, I mean it's possible. Yeah, I'd be very happy to do one. I mean, if I'm writing this question down. Yeah, I'd be very happy to do a meet and greet. It depends what you guys want. I mean, if there's enough people, I'm happy to do one. You know, we could go, I don't know, for a whatever really. Go chill. Go Manchester. I don't know. It's whatever you guys want. Manchester Airport. It's up to you. Owen, nice pen. Yes, thank you. I'll answer your question as well, sir. Any study tips? Do you mean? What did you? Okay, I'll write your question down. I'll just answer Owen's quickly. Any study tips? Just work. You know, keep at it. Obviously, it can be difficult sometimes. Personally, I miss my family and stuff, but you keep on. There's some good chaps, and so yeah, it can be tough, but I got some good people around me, so it's good. It's not too bad. It's just important to keep on studying and obviously enjoy yourself every so often, but keep on working and keep pushing yourself. That's the important thing. I think this was from Will. If you weren't a pilot, what career would you have? I mean, I used to be interested in becoming a weatherman, but yeah, I wasn't really not too good at geography apart from GCSE, kind of went down from there. I was kind of interested in a little bit of architecture. My dad and brother are architects, so maybe that way, maybe something computer planning. Not a full-time YouTuber, I'm afraid. This channel hasn't really kicked off like it did a few years ago. Molly Chambers decent. Is that a question, or is that... Yeah. Not sure what you mean there, Molly. If you have another question, please feel free to ask. I'll happily answer it for you, my friend. Why do you like Bob the Builder from Will? I'm not sure. Never been called Bob the Builder. I've been called many things, but not Bob the Builder. If you look at Mars, how red it is, yeah, like that. Renault asked, what's your dad's job? My dad's an architect, town planner, all that good stuff, so yeah, that's answering your question, Quentin, for Renault. Does it involve BA or... No, it doesn't, my friend. He has nothing to do with aviation. Yeah, it's kind of weird actually how I've gone into aviation. All my family have, they've been doing other things. Vincent Bart, nice to have you on the channel, my friend. If you could go to any destination, where would it be? I'd probably say St. Martin. I've always wanted to go there. It's been a place, I've wanted to go. So, yeah, I'd say St. Martin. That's probably one of my destinations of choice. It seems like a great little island, and the approach is pretty stunning. And a nice cold on the beach would be pretty good with the boys, eh? I'm not going to answer that, Will. I'm not too happy with what you're trying to bring across there, so I'm just going to leave that there. I apologise. Like I say, chaps, I'm also active in the Mentor Aviation group, so if you want to talk in there, that's cool, or like I say, I have my own Facebook page. So yeah, feel free to answer any questions or ask any that viewers may have or may want to ask. If you're based in anywhere in the UK, where would it be? From Dan Wade. I mean, I'd obviously like to be near home. I'd love to go, for one of the, big UK airline. Liverpool, like I say, Liverpool would be nice, but you know, Bournemouth, something that I used to go there as a child, so that was one of my favourite places to go. I mean, abroad, I mean, yeah, abroad, it's it is what it is. I want to get free train. Where I'm based is, or what airline depends on how well I do, and if I get picked up by an airline. Tori Jane, welcome. I hope you're well. Will, can you sing to us? I could, but I'm not that good, so I'm not going to try to. Quinton Rashams, you're a moderator for this channel. I didn't know that, but if you are, fair enough. Welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, like I say, chaps, I'm just gonna load up the YouTube page on my phone to see if I've missed any questions out and if I've missed anything on Facebook. Right, let's have a look at the live chat. Quinton, what do you think of the woman that died from the jet blast at St. Martin? I mean, obviously it was bad, it was pretty bad. It wasn't good at all. But I think maybe some precautions got to be taken in place now. The surprising thing for me was how it happened with a 737. I thought it would have been maybe an A330, whatever big one to go into there. But yeah, it was very upsetting. But you do that at your own risk, so it's sad, but you've got to take responsibility sometimes, I'm afraid. Tori Jane, what's your favourite flap setting? I mean, it's hard to answer, really. I'm not sure. Flat 15 is good, useful for landing and takeoff, so yeah, why not in a Boeing? Sorry, Renard. Quinton. No. Okay. Benson, nice choice. Molly Chambers, no. Can do, will. Henry Quinn, are you going to do a diss track reaction to KSI's video? No, probably not. Henry Quinn, what's your favourite and least favourite thing about ground school? Good question, very good question. The good things about ground school is you're doing something something for your career, something you enjoy, something that you find interesting. So yeah, I mean, it's all kind of fun, really. It's all good stuff. The negatives, it's hard to say negatives, really. Obviously being away from home, but that's just a matter of life. I got some great chaps on the course. They're good and stuff. So it all kind of balances out, really. So I won't say there's nothing properly negative about the course. It's just what it is. Hard work, determination. Yeah, that's just kind of the way it goes. Owen, it's not really a question related to aviation, my friend. If we could try and keep it like if possible. Tori Jane, if you were an aerofoil, what shape would you be? Probably symmetrical, because they're good and they're just good. So yeah, Daniel Wade, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, if we could keep the chat trying to keep it sort of aviation related. Adam, hello, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. Nice to have you in the chat, my friend. Daniel Wade. Yep. If you say so, that's fair enough, my friend. Live chat, I'll try and load some more from the Facebook page. Let's see what we've got. Tim Stark asks, what do you think of the industry in the future? That's another good question, my friend. I mean, the aviation right now, the industry right now, from what I've been told, is looking like it's booming. A lot of airlines taking on a lot of pilots, and from what I hear about EasyJet, they can't quite fulfil demand. So it's looking great if you want to train. And now is definitely the time to look for if you want to apply or whatever. It's looking good. The airlines are taking on a lot of pilots, and yeah, it's looking good. Obviously, you hear all these stories about robots taking over, but I don't think they will. You can't in an emergency. It's important to have actual real pilots there that know how to deal with it, and rather than a computer that can't. More questions. Vincent Bart, what do you recommend if we cannot afford to go to big flight training organisations? I mean, it kind of depends. Obviously, one of the ways to go is the RAF. So from what I know there, you sign up. I think it's for 12 years, and all your training is provided by them. After the 12 years, you can either stay or you can either go on to commercial stuff. That's what a lot of pilots do. So I definitely recommend the RAF. Or the Air Force, respective of your country. It's a good way to go. It's obviously it's a big commitment, but anything this industry is a big commitment. So I definitely think about maybe the RAF. I mean, maybe modular. It's cheaper. You can work during going the modular way. So that can help you. I mean, there's potential loans out there, but loans are a bit risky if you go for the wrong one. So I'd think carefully. But yeah, to answer your question, to break it down, I'd go RAF, modular, loan if you can find somewhere good. I mean, if you can get some sponsorship, that's great. But it's a big commitment, and like I say, it's you have to think very carefully, because my way of becoming to a pilot wasn't a snap decision. It was a lot of thought, a lot of discussions with people and stuff to realise what was the best way for me to fulfil my aspirations. Adam says Tayside Aviation. Yeah, I did a flying scholarship there last year, 12 hours with the Air Cadets, and yeah, it was great. I had a look at their course. They do a degree. They do a degree and ATPL course, I think, modular way. I sat their assessment, and it was good. It takes out. They're a good company. They're run by good people. The instructors are great. One of the ex-instructors got a job at Ryanair, so it proves that standard of training there is very high, and the airlines are snapping them up. I hear Loganair is a big employer of Tayside. They're a partner airline. But it depends what you want. Your circumstances, your finances. I'd recommend Tayside Aviation. They're very good. I'd also recommend my flight training school. They're very good. But like I say, it depends on how much money you're prepared to give, how much what training you want, and I chose my flight training school because of the connections of airlines. There's good connections and they're very well respected, but there's a lot of good organisations in the UK as well as abroad, like Jerez, BAA. So yeah, like I say, it depends what you want and what type of training you want and how you want to go. I hope that answers your question, by the way. If I didn't do that well, just let me know, please. Any more questions? Tori Jana, what time during flight simulation would you recommend? Would you schedule coffee time? Asking for. Maybe you mean Steve Ocanevo here for coffee time. I mean, an hour is probably the safest bet, depending on how strong your bladder is. But if you're flying single pilot with no toilet, then yeah, I mean, 1 hour to landing maybe. So it gives you enough time to hydrate. Vincent Barr, you're gonna have a look at. Okay, that's cool. Favorite ever film, Dan Wade. I'd probably go with Sully for that one. Good film, quite realistic for some of it. It was yeah, good film. Quite interesting to see how the NTSB dealt with that. Quite a strange scenario. Right. I've got. If you can see that, I don't think you can, but I'm loading the comments here, and there's not many going related to aviation. So if you have any related to aviation, just let me know, and I shall answer them. Quinton, do you like Mod 1 or Mod 2 subjects the most? I enjoyed Mod 1, it was good, you know, meteorology, the principles of flight, that was pretty good fun. I'd say Mod 2 is more my thing, you know, instruments, RNAV. I enjoy that, you know, it's good fun. I'm quite excited for Mod 3. If I get through Mod 2 and go on to Mod 3, that, you know, I think I'd really enjoy that. I really enjoy that module. But yeah, for me, it's instruments, RNAV, it's good, I enjoy it. Owen, is there a Waitrose near your flight training organisation? Yes-ish. It's about 5 miles away, I think. Yeah, it's in Kenilworth, I'm led to believe. Quite a posh place. It's a nice place, Kenilworth. So yeah, if that answers your question, Kenilworth. That's the nearest Waitrose to where I study. Will Ludlow, you're not really answering much related to aviation. You're kind of asking irrelevant questions. So if you can, you know, ask some that are kind of related to aviation, and I shall answer them, my friend. Dan Wade, it's okay. Cool. Well, what's a plane? Something with wings and flies. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at the Mentor Aviation chat just to see if any questions are in there, because there's quite a few people now look at it. So I shall have a look. Yeah. I can ask you that one personally if you want to. I mean, that's my AME. Class 1, I did it down in London, Heathrow Medical Services. Yeah, I had it done in January, I think. Yeah, it was late January, and got it processed, so that's all good. Favourite aircraft livery from Daniel Wade. I do like the Thomas Cook livery. I think that's a pretty nice tail. I like the kind of the yellow. I think it's a ribbon. That's pretty good. Air France's new livery, great. I also like Air Canada's new livery. That's pretty cool with the new tail. It's pretty nice on the Dreamliner. Yeah, that's a good one. So any more questions, please feel free to ask them, like I say, on my Facebook page. Feel free to answer there. Molly, it's Yellow Heart. Ah, yeah. Fair enough, yeah, I wasn't quite sure on that, so apologies on that. Will, what is the formula for... Yeah, Will, I'm not sure what you're getting at, my friend. It's kind of you're kind of asking some odd questions. Daniel Wade, apologies, sir. What was your question? I'll try and get it up if I can. Daniel Wade, your stream cut off. Can you see me now? Yeah, I'm sure you can. I think it's still live. Sorry about that, Dan. Favorite aircraft livery? Oh, I answered that before. I'll answer it again. I'd probably say Thomas Cook, maybe with the yellow heart. Thanks to Molly Chambers for clarifying that on me. I wasn't quite sure. Yeah, I mean KLM's livery. That has a contrast from kind of yellow to blue. That's pretty cool. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Air France, Air Canada, they're pretty nice. So, I hope that answers your question, Dan. Sorry about that. Any more questions? I shall wait for some more. It got changed to grey. Sospa. Right, okay. Sorry about that, Mol. Yeah, I was referring to one of the old, must be an older one then. The yellow heart and the grey tail, I'm not too sure. I've gone off for my new previously. The best airline pilot uniform. I'm a fan of BA's. That's pretty nice. And they're, you know, they're very nice livery. I like Air France's. I think that's pretty classy. They kind of pulled off very well with the uniform. Ryanair also, they have quite just a kind of a smart livery, just plain and simple, but that's good. Quinton, what airline do you want to fly with, short or long haul? I'd like to stay, well, I'd like to be short haul. You know, I think long haul maybe something for the future. Yeah, but you know, I mean, obviously I'd love EasyJet, British Airways, but yeah, I mean EasyJet would be great. Jet2.com. Thomas Cook. I'm a big fan of Thomas Cook. Always have been. But yeah, you know, I'd take anything right now. Even Flybe, they're very good. They're expanding. You know, they're a great company. Very good innovation. Sorry, Tori, I missed your comment there. Let me have a look. Luke in the book, as Dan would say. What do you think of the Flybe starting salary? Do you mean as a second officer, take it, or just if you join as the first officer? But if you go from the actual beginning, I'm not too sure what it is, but I hear you get to command quite fast, so first, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's I'm sure it'd be fine, you know, you get to command in, I think it's 4 or 5 years, so I'm sure that you'd be on a very good salary, so, you know, like I say, it's good. You know, they're a good company. I'd be very happy to work for them. Do you play an instrument from Dan Wade? I used to play the piano a little bit, but not much now. I can't really play it really anymore. As a young lad, I used to play it a little bit. But that was ever such a long time ago. Will Ludlow, 27p I heard. Not quite. Yeah, not quite that. Which favourite football team? I'm a Bolton fan. Yeah, for about, 17 years, 16 years, so very good, very good. Will says, interesting. I'm just going to check the battery again, see how much I have. I might have to put this on charge. Would you prefer to fly for a nice legacy airline with nice money but bad conditions, or a little Cessna Caravan in Hawaii with amazing job conditions? I think if you want to fly, you need to have a good base of motivation. You want to wake up and do your job. I think having that bit more quality of life is a bit more important than a bit more money. It's a good question. I mean, if you're on about caravans, I'm not too sure how much they pay the pilots. It's kind of good. It's a very good question. Do you like BA or stuff? Yeah, I mean, BA are a good airline. I'm not too sure what airlines, legacy airlines are out there that have bad conditions, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine. A job in a caravan in nice conditions would be great. I'm sure it'd be a great lifestyle. But I want to be flying Airbuses or Boeings, whatever. Sorry, Renard. I'm sure it's. Yeah, Daniel Wade. Do you prefer hats or no hats in pilot's uniform? Not well. Hats. I think they're kind of old school. Yeah, I don't think many pilots like wearing hats. Yeah, I'd probably prefer no hat. I don't really see the need for them. It's it kind of takes. It's a job at the end of the day, and there's no need to wear a hat. That's just my opinion. I mean, obviously it looks smart, but it's. Yeah, I just don't see really the point in wearing hats for an airline. It's nicely groomed and whatever is good enough to fly an airline. So do we have any more questions in the chat? No. I'll probably head off in about 10 minutes, chaps. I'll probably do an hour. So if you do have any more questions, please ask them as soon as possible, and I shall answer them when I can. Well, I'll have a look in the Facebook page once again. If I've also missed any questions out, please let me know, because I think I may have done by mistake. I've tried to do my best with answering them. Vince Barr, I know that's a tricky question. Yeah, it was a very good question. It depends what the salary on the caravan would be, but I think doing that would be great for a year maybe. But I think with most caravan drivers, I think they want to go into big aircraft. That's what you're kind of interested in, flying the big boys. Like I say, I'm a fan of of A320 737s, whatever. So yeah, I'd probably go for Legacy Airline on that one if I was probably honest. Just for that, kind of, I guess, a bit more security. And a bit more pay, because I think in the aviation industry it's important to get established quick, and then I think everything else will sort itself out eventually. So, quick checking the old battery again, so that's cool. Okay, so Tori Jane, do you think you could actually fall asleep after listening to 10 hours of the A320neo? I think I got that before it was retracted. It is quite a quiet aircraft. It's very impressive what Airbus have done. I heard the designer, Bernard Schlosser, did a very good job in designing the Neo. So credit to him, he's done a fantastic job. So yeah, well done Renaud on that. He's done a good job designing the A320neo. it's an impressive aircraft. You know, I think having that side stick there, it's good. You know, you do most of the flight in autopilot, so I think, you know, the side stick probably is the way to go now. And you know, the A320 now has everything. That's good efficiency. It's good on short, medium haul. You know, it's good. It's reliable. It's very nice to fly. So yeah, it's very good competition with the 737 Max. It's going to be interesting to see how those two compete in the future. You know, both Boeing's example of creating a, you know, short to medium haul fuel efficient aircraft is they come in at the same time, so it's going to be interesting to see how how they'll go on with each other. But I think they'll kind of follow the trend that it is now. You know, they're kind of making similar sales. I think maybe the Airbus has the advantage. It's you know, it's that bit more modern. It's maybe what the airlines want in terms of. It's hard to say. The 737 is a great aircraft and it's probably my favourite. But the A320 is more, you know, more of today's kind of aircraft. Boeing obviously is modern, but it's I think with the new cockpit, it's gonna give good competition. But you know, Airbus have been very impressive with, considering how short they've been around. You know, since 1970s, whatever, or around Concorde times. They've done a very good job with how far they've come with technology. Right. Vincent Bart, I found a video from the A320 Neo cockpit, really quiet. Yeah, I think I've watched that one too, my friend. I think that's the one. Is that the Scandinavian Air Systems one that takes off? That's a very impressive. It's a very impressive model. Daniel Wade, captain on Dash 8 or second officer on A320 for life? I'd probably go captain on Dash 8. I mean, obviously, a captain of the Dash 8 is you'd probably, you know, you have that command and you'd probably have more money than a second officer if you're on it for life. And the Dash 8, you know, it's a good aircraft. It's very good to fly from what people have said. So yeah, it's good. Like I say, it's an impressive aircraft, as is the A320. But you know, I'd rather have command than be a second officer. If I'm honest, for life, it's I think most people want to get to command as soon as possible. There's a lot of benefits of being a captain. You know, good pay. You're kind of more established. Excuse me. So yeah, I hope that answers your question pretty well. Right, guys. I shall answer the last few questions now, and then I shall be heading off to watch Match of the Day. So, if you have any more, please let me know, otherwise I shall be heading off to chillax for the evening. Nothing much on the Facebook page, nothing much on YouTube. I'll look for some more if anyone's asking more questions. Worst airline you have flown with? I've not really flown with a bad airline. Yeah, I mean, my experience of airlines have always been quite good. I really enjoyed Monarch. I mean, kind of reversing it into the best I've flown with. Jet2.com, they were very good. Worst, it's kind of hard to say. I really enjoyed flying on Continental. That was really good as a child. Yeah, I've never really flown with a bad airline. I've always been kind of good. Yeah, even, you know, Ryanair, they were very good, very safe, very professional. So I definitely rate them as well. Who else has put something? Worst flying experience, if you mean with me personally flying or on an aircraft. On an aircraft that I wasn't flying, probably say turbulence. Got into some pretty bad turbulence over flying over to Mallorca, going over the Mediterranean. It's a little bit bumpy, quite alarming actually. And flying, I don't know. It's maybe the first flight when I was 13. I was quite excited but nervous. It was kind of surreal going up in an aircraft, and kind of going near birds as well in Tayside. That was quite alarming as well. Obviously, I'm sure you watched Sully, and we got pretty close to the birds, so that was quite nerve-wracking, especially in a single engine piston. Not too good at all. Right, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. There seems to be no more questions and a few viewers are dropping off, so I shall do the next live stream maybe next weekend or tomorrow, depending on how much time I have and with my revision. So thank you all for watching, and have a good day. I shall see you guys in the near future. Bye.